Hello ladies and gentlemen, this is Jamie aka Rick here, and this is going to be episode 1 of my look through the character customization in Star Wars The Old Republic. So we're going to start with the Republic, and this episode we're just going to look through the classes. So as you'll see, first you've got Jedi Knight, you've got Jedi Consular, you've got Smuggler, and you've got Trooper. Each one of these has 2 advanced classes. So if you click up here, you've got Jedi Guardian is the first choice for a Jedi Knight. They can tank and DPS. They use 1 lightsaber. They use heavy armor and focus as a resource. Then you've got Jedi Sentinel, which is only a DPS class. They use 2 lightsabers. They use medium armor and focus. As you'll see here, when it says tank and DPS, you get 3 talent trees. One talent tree will appear in both Jedi Guardian and Jedi Sentinel trees, and then you've got another, obviously with the Sentinel you have another 2 DPS options. With this one you'll have 1 tank and a specialised DPS to the Jedi Guardian. So you'll get 1 tree that's the same for both, and then the other 2 will be, unique to those. When you've got 2 jobs, obviously you can have one will be tank, the other one will be damage, or whatever. One will be heal, the other one will be damage. But you'll always get one that's the same on both sides, which is pretty cool. So there's always going to be some talents that a Sentinel and a Guardian will have. So I haven't looked in detail at many of the talent trees yet, but from what I can see, they do look quite interesting. So that's all I can say for now. Once I've played a bit more and used the talent trees, then I can have a better opinion on that. So next time you've got Jedi Consular. You've got Jedi Sage, which can heal or DPS. They use a single lightsaber. They use light armor, and they use the Force as a resource. You've got Jedi Shadow, which is tank or DPS. They use double-bladed lightsabers. This is what I'm going to make my Jedi Consular, because I love double-bladed lightsabers. They use light armor, and they use the Force as a resource again. So again, this will be the same. In this one you'll have, I'm guessing it will be a DPS tree. They'll be the same in both of these, but then you get another heal one and another DPS one, and in this one you get a tank one and another DPS one. You'll see in a future video that I'm going to make is, because I've got 1 character to level 10, which is my Trooper. We'll get there in a minute, but I've already done a video of that explaining the 2 talent trees that you get, or 2 choices of advanced class you get. Next one is Smuggler. You've got Gunslinger, which is a damage only. They use 2 blaster pistols, medium armor, and they use energy as a resource. And if you've got Scoundrel, they are heal and DPS, or heal or DPS, sorry. They use blaster pistol or a scattergun, and they have medium armor and use resource is energy. So they're pretty cool. My mate plays one of these. He says they're really good, so I will play one at some point. But at the moment, I'm doing a Jedi Consular and a Trooper. This is my 2 starting classes. I started with Trooper, got that up to level 10, and stopped playing it because I wanted to make a video of it and never really got around to doing it. So I've done that now, so I'm going to keep leveling that probably tonight. Anyway, you've got Commando, which is the option I went for in the end. It is heal or damage. I went for heal as well, which is awesome. They use a assault cannon, which is the main reason why I chose it, because assault cannons look amazing. They use heavy armor and energy cells as a resource. You've got Vanguard. They are tank or DPS. They have blaster rifle as their weapon. They have heavy armor and energy cells as their resource again. So that was, that's pretty cool classes and pretty cool advanced classes. You've got a lot of options. So, it's a lot more in depth than WoW, I'd say, because in WoW you've got the 3 choices. As a paladin, say you can DPS, tank, or heal, but you've only got 1 choice of DPS. Whereas in this, you've got advanced classes, and each advanced class can do DPS. So there's always 2 ways of doing that. Obviously, with the heal and the tanking, there's only 1 choice for that. But for the DPS, for the most part, there's 2 choices, and I think that's awesome. And within those 2 choices, there's 2 talent trees as well, because you've got the one that's the same for both, and then the specialised one. So if you go, we'll just go into Jedi Knight, you'll have 1 tree that will go straight down the middle, will apply to Guardian and Sentinel, and then for a Sentinel, if you spec this one, you'll have that same one in the middle, but you'll have one DPS that side, another DPS that side. So you've actually got 3 choices of how you want to DPS. And there's a Guardian, obviously you'll have the one in the middle, and then you'll have the tank, and then another DPS this side. So there's 2 ways of DPSing again on that one. So there's a lot more choice of talents to take in this than there is in other MMOs. Mainly WoW, because that's what I know. So right, we'll go back and I'll show you the Empire classes. There is a lot of similarities. As you'll see, a Sith Warrior is basically a Jedi Knight. Sith Inquisitor is basically a Jedi Consular. They're not exactly the same, but they're the same model. Smuggler, Bounty Hunter, Imperial Agent is a Trooper. They're kind of similar, but not exactly the same. So we'll start with Sith Warrior. You've got Marauder, is a DPS only. They have 2 lightsabers. They use medium armor and rage as a resource. You've got Sith Juggernaut. They are tank or DPS. They use a single lightsaber. They have heavy armor and they use rage as a resource. And then Sith Inquisitor, you've got a Sith Sorcerer. They do heal or damage. They use 1 lightsaber. They have light armor and they use force as a resource. They basically use electric out of their hands. It's kind of what they are built around. I think that's what Jesse plays, and he's loving it. So he just loves frying people with electricity. So, right, you got Sith Assassin, is tank or DPS. They use double-bladed lightsabers. They have light armor and they use force as a resource. So they look pretty cool, I have to say. Their starting outfits or whatever they are quite nice. You've got Bounty Hunter next. You've got Power Tech is the first choice. They are tank or DPS. They use a single blaster pistol. They have heavy armor and they use heat as a resource. Then you've got Mercenary, a heal or DPS. They use 2 blaster pistols. They have heavy armor and they use heat as a resource again. And then finally, you've got Imperial Agent. The first option is Operative. They have heal or DPS capabilities. They use a single blaster rifle or a vibro knife. They use medium armor and energy as a resource. Then Sniper, this is what Hybrid Panda plays as far as I know. They are DPS class. They use a sniper or a vibro knife. Still don't know what a vibro knife is, but it sounds awesome. They use medium armor and energy as a resource. So, you know, overall they look really awesome. All the classes have got a different combat style, which is obviously, you know, should be the case, but and both sides have got pretty similar things, but they're just obviously a Sith version of, you know, or Republic version of the same thing. So a Jedi Consular, it throws rocks at people. What was the Empire choice? Sith Inquisitor uses Force Lightning against people. So that's kind of the difference there. But yeah, for the most part, they look really awesome, all the classes. As I said, this is the first part of my character customization videos. In this one, it's obviously going to show you just the classes, like, you know, what you can pick. And then the next one will show you a bit of customization for the Republic. And then the one after that, well, I'm thinking of splitting into 3, will be the customization for the Empire. So what your races are, how you can customize all of those. So thanks for watching this first episode, and I'll see you soon for part 2. Goodbye for now.